The Roman architect and engineer Vitruvius attributed the invention of the Corinthian capital to Callimachus, a well-established Greek sculptor. Francesco di Giorgio Martini was the first who translated into Italian and visualized in the 1480s the Roman architect Vitruvius' treatise. Vitruvius attributed the invention of the Corinthian capital to Calimachus, a well-established Greek sculptor. Basket of the buried girl placed above the acanthus root. The third order, called Corinthian, is an imitation of the slenderness of a maiden, for the outlines and limbs of girls, being slenderer on account of their tender years, admit of prettier effects in the way of adornment. Just then, Calimachus, whom the Athenians called katatixi, for the refinement and delicacy of his artistic work, passed by this tomb and observed the basket, with the tender young leaves growing around it. Delighted with the novel style and form, he built some columns after that pattern for the Corinthians, determined their symmetrical proportions, and established from that time forth the rules to be followed in finished works of the Corinthian order. This drawing is the earliest surviving visualization of Vitruvius' story on the origin of the Corinthian capital. After Francesco di Giorgio Martini's work, it appeared in many book illustrations. The drawing of the maiden is a visual representation of Vitruvius' text, but is also inspired by the so-called Medici Venus, discovered in Siena in the 14th century. An ancient inscription declares that this statue is a copy from a work of Greek sculptor Lysippus. Francesco di Giorgio Martini drew the head of a man superimposed to the capital, stressing the derivations of the canonical architectural orders from the proportions of the human body. The capital and the head compose a modular grid to help the architect give the correct measures to the different parts of the capital. In line with the 15th century literature, Francesco di Giorgio Martini depicts Corinthian capitals as what would be called composite in 16th century treatises on architecture.